Hello and welcome back to this channel. Today I'm going to answer another question, one that I have been receiving in recent time. An applicant may say their case number and ask whether that case number is safe, which means with that case number, whether they can be sure that they will be scheduled for interview in the DV 2025 program. That is what I'm about to address. Now, let's go into it. Now, around this time of the year, some diversity visa commentators conduct what is referred to as case number analysis to respond to the question that is being asked in this video. And what happens is that sometimes applicants watch such videos and then they want some kind of confirmation concerning the issue, and that is why they go about asking that question on this channel. Now, those of you who have been following me know my position or my thoughts when it comes to case number analysis. I've made that clear in a number of videos in the past. My position or my thoughts have not changed concerning the issue. They will only change when I see changes, relevant changes happening in the diversity visa program. I've said it before, in the past things were straightforward, and so I was in support of case number analysis. Nowadays, things are no longer straightforward in the diversity visa program. Therefore, I'm no longer in for case number analysis. I think that is quite reasonable. And one thing I must add is that I don't just do things for formality. I do things that are relevant to the situation in question. That's the first point I would like to make clear in this video. Having done that, now let me say what I have to say concerning the issue of safety of case numbers in the DV 2025 program. How safe is your case number in the DV 2025 program does not depend on the case number or your case number itself. It depends on a number of factors that directly influence the scheduling of your interview in today's diversity visa program. That is the key thing to remember when it comes to how safe your case number is in this year's program. An issue or a factor that could influence the scheduling of your interview is events on the global stage. Now, before COVID-19, it was, I would say, unimaginable that some event could interrupt or disrupt the diversity visa program. But that is what we saw happen, and we know the consequences of that. There is also the issue of actions of the US government. Before 2020, scheduling of diversity visa interviews were uninterrupted. But in 2020, we saw that happen for the first time, and that could still happen. Now, some of you may say that those are unforeseen circumstances. So let me share with you another factor that I have already mentioned sometime in the past on this channel. And it is what I usually refer to as the approach of the State Department concerning the program in question. Now, let me give you an example from last year to make you to better understand what I'm trying to get across. Look at the SAAC data for the past several years, perhaps as far back as 5 years. You will realize that the highest issuances went to the Europe region. For the DV 2024 program, they went to the Africa region for the first time in that length of time. Was that a coincidence? The answer is no. It's not, or it was not a coincidence. How do I know that? From following what happened in the DV 2024 program. During that program, it was expected from case number analysis or data, CR data analysis, that the cutoff numbers from the Europe region would have gone further. But by the end of the program, the final cutoff number of the Europe region did not get to that level. Then, concerning the Africa region, it was analyzed, expected that the Africa region would stop at a certain level, but by the end of the program, the Africa region was allowed to go current. What that resulted into was more applicants from the Africa region having the chance of being scheduled for interview, whereas when it comes to the Europe region, there were so many case numbers that were prevented from being scheduled for interview because of the limitation applied to their final cutoff number. That makes us to see that what the State Department aims to achieve during a program, they could go about achieving it just by how they move the cutoff numbers. Not to talk about the issue of embassy performance, which we have discussed so many times on this channel. So when it comes to answering the question whether your case number is safe, as I said previously, it does not have to do with analysis concerning the case number alone. It has to do with other factors that affect the scheduling of interviews in today's diversity visa program, some of which could be uncertain at different points during the fiscal year. In other words, you could conduct your analysis now and it is seen that your case number is safe, but that may not be the case several months later. You could also conduct analysis and see or be declared unsafe, your case number be declared unsafe now, but in several months, you see that you are scheduled for interview. So when it comes to the issue of how safe a case number is in the DV 2025 program, we can say that for you to be safe or your case number to be safe and remain safe, all of the different factors involved should play in your favor before the program year comes to an end. So do not put your faith in any analysis that tells you that you are safe or that you are not safe at the moment. Because at the end of the day, such an analysis may not be true, may not play out true, because the reality of the diversity visa program nowadays is not as they used to be prior to COVID-19 when such analysis were more effective. So that is it. Take heed to this advice that I'm giving you in this video so that at the end of the day, you will not be disappointed. And that brings us to the end of the video. Thanks for watching it. See you very soon, God willing, in the next one. Goodbye.